న్యాయవాది వృత్తి చేపట్టాలనే యువకులకు శుభవార్త. లా ఎంట్రన్స్ టెస్ట్ రాసే విద్యార్థుల కోసం విశాఖలో DESCHOOL అకాడమీ పేరుతో నూతన కోచింగ్ సెంటర్ను యువ విద్యావేత్త జైన్ సాలే ప్రారంభించారు. కార్యక్రమంలో ముఖ్య అతిథులుగా ఆంధ్ర యూనివర్సిటీ విశ్రాంత ప్రొఫెసర్ ఐఎం ఇక్బాల్, లంకా శ్రీనివాసరావు, డాక్టర్ హసీనా మహమ్మద్ సాలే, ప్రత్యూష తదితరులు పాల్గొన్నారు. ఈ సందర్భంగా వారు మాట్లాడుతూ,
ఈరోజు చాలా హిస్టారికల్ డే. ఎందుకంటే విశాఖపట్నంలోనే ఇలాంటి కోచింగ్ అకాడమీ లేదు ఇంతవరకు. సో మన బాంబే గ్యాస్ లైట్ వారి సారాభాయ్ వారి సతీమణి గారు ఇద్దరు వారి అబ్బాయిని ఎంకరేజ్ చేస్తూ ఈ అకాడమీ ఎస్టాబ్లిష్ చేయమని చెప్పారు. సో ఈ అకాడమీ ఎస్టాబ్లిష్ చేస్తూ వాళ్ళు ఒక కొత్త నిర్ణయం తీసుకున్నారు. వాళ్ళ ఫ్యామిలీ అంతా బిజినెస్ బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్లో ఉంటే ఇతను మంచి ఇంటెలెక్చువల్, సో అతను ఈ ఫీల్డ్లో వెళ్తే బాగుంటుందని చెప్పి వాళ్ళు కూడా ఎంకరేజ్ చేస్తున్నారు. ఇది రియలీ చాలా అభినందించదగ్గ విషయం. జైన్ సాలే అతను తన ప్రొఫెషన్ కూడా లెక్చరర్గా ఉండేవారు. అతను లాలలో PhD LLM చేసే, LLM కూడా పాస్ అయ్యి లాలో ఉంది. ఈ ప్రొఫెషన్ తీసుకొని మన విశాఖపట్నంలో ఉన్న కుర్రాళ్ళని ఎంకరేజ్ చేసి CLAT అనే ఎగ్జామినేషన్ ఉంటుంది. అంటే లా చదవడానికి ప్రవేశ పరీక్ష ఉంటుంది. ఆ ప్రవేశ పరీక్షలో వాళ్ళు ఉత్తీర్ణులైతే బాగుంటుంది, మన వైపు నుంచి కూడా ఎక్కువ మంది లా చదివితే బాగుంటుంది అనేసి ఒక కొత్త ఉద్దేశంతో, ఆ కమిట్మెంట్తో ఇతను తయారయ్యారు. ఒక ఛాలెంజ్గా తీసుకొని ఈ అకాడమీని DESCHOOL అకాడమీ అంటే ఈ బ్యానర్ కింద పిల్లల్ని అడ్మిట్ చేసి వాళ్ళకు కోచింగ్ ఇస్తారు. ఇది చాలా మంచి కార్యం. అందుకోసం నేను వారిని అభినందిస్తున్నాను, వాళ్ళ పేరెంట్స్ కూడా అభినందిస్తున్నాను.
I congratulate Mr. Zain for taking up this institution. It's a very rare institution in Visakhapatnam. Definitely, I congratulate the students for taking up and joining this institution. I'm sure they will benefit with the good faculty the institution has and it will offer for the students. I wish all the best for this institution. Thank you.
Stay ethical and resilient. Setbacks are part of the journey. Treat them as learning opportunities, not failures. This program will provide structured lessons, periodic assessments, doubt-solving sessions, and personalized feedback. Yet, success entirely depends on your dedication. This institution will open doors and illuminate paths. You must walk through them with perseverance, as perseverance is a sure road to success. In closing, I ask each of you, students, parents, faculty, to commit to one shared purpose, to cultivate excellence with integrity. Let this center be not only a place to prepare an entrance exam, but also a community that fosters intellectual curiosity, civic responsibility, and respect for the rule of law. I congratulate our first cohort and welcome you to a transformative journey. Thank you and best wishes for the journey ahead. God bless Mr. Zain with success and achievements. May all his dreams be fulfilled and may he reach his goals in life. Ameen Summa Ameen. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ran, for such clear thoughts, clear vision, and you truly portray that you are the advisor of Shiv Shivani School, which is one of the very famous and high-ranking schools in Visakhapatnam. Sweet quote by education breeds confidence. Confidence breeds hope. Hope breeds peace. I would like to invite Dr. Lanka Srinivas. He is a PhD in finance.
I'm Dr. Lanka Srinivas. I visualized myself almost 30 years back when I started a coaching center like this It was for MBA students actually. So I ran it for the last 3 decades or so, producing more than 15,000 students. Even now I do it, but very much on a lesser scale. Now I do it only for select MBA students, that is for a few IIMs in India and couple of universities in USA, not for the crowds anymore. The reason for it is I have more other responsibilities other than teaching now. 15 years back or so, I was roped in as financial consultant for then it was Buddha, and also for Vision Corporation and few other companies. Now I have few clients in Bangalore and decades back. Now that it has become my main profession. Coming to the law, which profession is started. Actually, there are quite a few subjects. Professor Garu said one subject, orthopedic said one subject, political science. Somehow it was not my bread and butter. Somehow it was not my blood only. But unfortunately, when I became financial consultant of Buddha, my first assignment was given by one vice chairman. 7 bundles of files were given, out of which 4 bundles were legal cases only. All the files I referred to, there was 50% or more was legal. So what I realized that time was, without law, there is no particular life, professional life I would say. Even for the doctors, they require law. Financial experts, they require law. Now that I am doing psychological counseling, in some cases law is required, especially when we deal with US cases. US and Europe cases, law is required. So, law is becoming a part and parcel of our life, whether I like it or you like it or not. Because minimum law we need to know. So, there were some kind of confrontations when I dealt with certain files. Why we do not like certain subjects is there is no answer for it. Actually, when I was dealing with certain clients, I was very bad at law and my superior was very bad at numbers. So both of us were sitting and finalizing a particular case. It should have been settled within next to 20 minutes after all the work was done. But because of our inherent weaknesses in the respective subjects, it took more than 2 months for us to finalize. So that's the importance of knowing each and every subject nowadays, especially the law. If at all I have any regret in my life, yes, the law is the one subject which I could not handle quite well when I was a young student. So hopefully I can join Jain also to learn a few tricks of the trade in future. And finally, for Zain, I know what kind of student he was and he is also. He is very intelligent. I will term him as a problem of plenty. That is why probably is a little, somebody is saying confused because he's got a very good family background of business. His mother is a doctor and other family members have so many professions and he is taken as a different subject called law. That's called the problem of plenty. Generally in such cases we get confused what to do and what not to do. But since he is strict to his law profession and starting this particular academy, my only advice is to go sincerely throughout without listening to anybody. If his heart says he can do, he has to deliver. And he should be able to deliver to the best of his ability. Because each person has his own opinions about every profession. I just try to tell my example when I started my career, this MBA Academy. There are so many people who told me that there is no one particular institute who teaches for MBA. I want to tell you what exactly I used to teach in MBA, not for entrance. I used to teach the subjects of MBA for executive MBA students. there was no one such kind of institute till then. And even today you hardly find one. That's why they said there will not be any demand for it. But I ran it for last 3 decades. So if you really believe that you can deliver in something, yes, you will be able to do so. And if you have any other issues with regarding the running of that academy, I will always be there to help you out. And to him and his family, I promise that. Thank you all.
What are the major entrance exams? Most important is CLAT, Common Law Admission Test. It is conducted every year December, and there are right now 24 national law universities. And CLAT is the most prestigious and widely accepted law entrance exam in our country. Please understand, English language, it's approximately, you will get 22 to 26 questions. If you see the weightage, quantitative techniques is just 10 to 14. However, the weightage, maximum weightage is somewhere below. So, how learning is important, our language command is important. It really helps for 22 to 26 questions that we get. So is legal reasoning. Further, when someone actually spoke about how important it is to keep ourselves updated with general knowledge. 28 to 32 questions means we are talking about almost 32 marks to score. And logical reasoning, 22 to 26. Following one, maths. Honestly, I was bad at it. So 22 to 26 marks is for logical. Following quantitative techniques, 10 to 14 marks. But a lot of students, they lose marks here. But if you score well here, you can actually score better compared to others. These are something I think I'll discuss later when we will have a one-on-one discussion. Mode of exam, again, it's an offline mode. It has never been, I think during COVID once it was online, but it has always been an offline exam. It's completely MCQ based, and I'll request Dan to give you a mock exam question paper towards the end of this session. And 120 questions, 2 hours. You have to be very strategic on how you attempt this. I want my students to read properly, to analyze the grammar properly, to understand what's given in the question. And that's actually helpful. What makes his DESCHOOL different from any other institute is focusing on what to be understood first. I mean, how you can attempt the question, how you can understand the question. Once you understand, it's actually easy to crack it. In our 11th, 12th or till date, we have studied English, we have been given passages and you have to extract like answers from it. Same pattern is for CLAT English paper. And it gives you 26 to 28 marks, straight marks. So reading is important. He wants to help every student personally to learn, to understand, to adapt, and to answer eventually. And that, I think, I really believe, we have a lot of different opinions, but I think this one area, I completely agree with him, how he wants to help students and what makes him different from any other coaching institute, any other CLAT-related institutes across the country. So, yes, minus marking +1, it's in English. This is my ideal, I believe in this idea that English should be taken out of 120 minutes. This is how you should break your time. Most important one, what are the top CLAT colleges in our country? Topmost, Bangalore, NLSIU Bangalore. Second is NLU Delhi. But for the students who are going to attend this year or next year or who are preparing, NLU Delhi has its own separate exam. It's one of the most toughest exams, but it is one of the best colleges in our country.
It's so nice to have all of you over here. I really did not expect that I would have a gathering this big for a subject like CLAT, but it turned out to be a fantastic gathering. To all my speakers who spoke today, I thank you all from the bottom of my heart. Many things that we learned from everyone. From the point of view of the client, what is required of a young lawyer, from the point of view of a teacher, what is required of a law student, from the point of view of the law student itself, what they want to be, what is their purpose. Everything I think was covered by all the speakers, all the distinguished speakers who spoke today. I would like to thank them, and at least I would like to thank all the listeners who patiently heard each and every speaker.
I am Dr. Hajra Mohammad Saleh. I am a gynecologist and a fertility specialist working in Visakhapatnam. DESCHOOL Academy, Mr. Zain Saleh open చేస్తున్నారు. For that, my views were that he has basically thought that it is unlearn and relearn process. That is what he emphasizes in DESCHOOL Academy. But according to me, the system which is in India, this system has got a few steps that you have to go through. In that, the first step is getting an admission into the law school, and that is through common law admission test. So when you have to give a common law admission test, you have to go through the rat race. అంటే మనం ఎలాగైనా ప్రిపేర్ చేసుకొని మల్టిపుల్ ఎంసీక్యూస్ వస్తాయి, దాంట్లోనే ప్రిపేర్ చేసుకొని బాగా రాసుకుంటేనే అక్కడ అడ్మిషన్ వస్తుంది. సో ఆ కాంపిటీషన్ మనం డీల్ చేయాల్సిందే తప్పకుండా. సో అక్కడ వీ కెనాట్ చేంజ్ ద సిస్టమ్. సెకండ్ స్టెప్ ఇస్ అండర్ గ్రాడ్యుయేట్ అక్కడైతే వీ హ్యావ్ టు టేక్ ద బేసిక్ నాలెడ్జ్ ఆఫ్ లా. అంటే ఏదైనా ప్రొఫెషన్ అయితే, ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఎంబీబీఎస్, లైక్ ఐఎమ్ అ డాక్టర్, so MBBS also undergraduate has to have knowledge of all fields of medicine. Then when you go to postgraduate level, you select a subject and you develop the skill. So that is when the skill comes in picture. ఇవి అంతా స్టెప్స్ ఆఫ్ సిస్టమ్ ఉన్నాయి. ఇప్పుడు ఈ స్టెప్స్ ఆఫ్ సిస్టంలోనే వెళ్ళినప్పుడు there are three kinds of students. One is a very successful students who know what to do themselves. They are bright students, they know what to do, and they are mature enough to select their own career. సో వాళ్ళు ఏంటంటే వాళ్ళకి మనం చూసుకోక్కర్లేదు. దే కెన్ గో ఇన్ టు ఎనీ కార్పొరేట్ సెక్టర్ అండ్ గెట్ దేర్ మార్క్స్. ఎందుకంటే కార్పొరేట్స్లోనే దే డోంట్ కాన్సన్ట్రేట్ ఆన్ వన్ స్టూడెంట్ ఆర్ టూ స్టూడెంట్స్. దే హ్యావ్ 100 students together, in which more than the teaching, the student has to grasp and prepare for the career. But the second category of student is who are average students. They don't know what to do. So such students, they need the help of academies like DESCHOOL Academy, wherein they are going to focus on very few children. The teacher himself is very passionate about teaching. He is an intellectual and he wants to groom children to the level, to the next level. And there are the third category of children for whom parents are more thinking about them, and parents want to impose upon them their wishes. Ide cheyandi, ade cheyandi. So they don't know what to do. It is the parents who impose their own thoughts upon their children. So alantappudu people like Zen from the DESCHOOL Academy, they can groom their children. They can find out what the child really wants and what the child is good at. సో అలాంటి చిల్డ్రన్ గురించి ఈ రెండు కేటగిరీస్కి గ్రూమ్ చేయడానికి, మళ్ళీ సిస్టంలోకి తీసుకురావడానికి DESCHOOL Academy is the best thing. A wholehearted best wishes to Zen and DESCHOOL Academy. I hope you have all the blessings and success in your life. Thank you.
Hello sir, welcome to DESCHOOL Academy. I'm Zain Saleh, former assistant professor DSNLU. I am the managing partner and lead facilitator, coordinator and coach. DESCHOOL Academy is an institution which is an alternative based on an alternative method of learning. So we see all these commercial regular coaching institutes, they are continuously running behind only solving papers without real conceptual clarity. So while some of the top students, they can cope up with these coaching centers, those students who are not very well off in that situation, they cannot cope up, they need some personal assistance. We at D School, we are providing this particular personal assistance where we sit with the student for the whole day and we train these children through a hands-on methodology. Now, one more thing is that big commercial chains, they deal in a method wherein they are talking about one size fits all. We don't go by that methodology, that one size fits all. We tailor made our courses to suit each and every student. So we take a lot of teachings from Howard Gardner's Multiple Intelligences. We take a lot of teaching from Ivan Illich's Deschooling Society, and using these psychological methods of pedagogy and understanding, we have created a curriculum which caters to all the students, especially those students who are not self-motivated to sit and study on their own. We help them out. And we assure that they will again. I hope you will join here and give us an opportunity to teach you. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Dr. Pratyusha Samvedam. I am an assistant professor of law with over 8 years of teaching experience in national law universities and other colleges such as Symbiosis and ICFI. DESCHOOL Academy is established with one and only agenda is to help students crack the best colleges and to appear for CLAT exam or ALET so that they go for the best universities in country. And also most important is to understand the entire concept of law, what's important, how to write the exam, how to appear for exam, how to manage the time. And one thing is, once they go back home, they don't have to think again. They don't have to worry that yes, there's something I have missed out on, or there's something that I should have covered, or I still need to study at night. But we will focus on, once you are here, you go back home with everything covered, all the subjects being taught to you from start to the end, and practice as much as possible in the given time frame. So, and unlike any other institutes, we don't have teachers who are just freshers or who are like first year, second year students who are coming and teaching you. But we have teachers who are from reputed institutes, who are already professors, who are teachers, who know law, and they will direct you in the correct path possible. So even if the batch will be small, and we really don't want to take like 100 students being taught like any other general law academies, but we want to take a specific set of students, we want to focus on them, we want to train them properly so that at the end of the day they clear CLAT exam, they score well, and they get admission into the top universities. Thank you.
ఈ వీడియో మీకు నచ్చినట్లయితే మా ఛానల్ని సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేసుకుని మరింత మందికి ఈ వీడియో షేర్ చేయాలని మనవి.